Good morning. So, I just got to enjoy watching the total lunar eclipse, the full moon, or the blood moon, which I think is pretty cool. This was my first time ever watching anything or seeing anything like that. Of course, yes, I'm old enough to know it's happened multiple times before, but I guess this was the first time that I ever like really was into it, I guess. And it was pretty cool, like seeing it for myself. The fact that it was actually red and not like pretend red, because I think next month moon is the pink moon, but it's not actually pink. They call it the pink moon because of the flowers. I think I read that somewhere, because of the flowers that grow during that time. So I think that's pretty cool. And I love unique things. So now I kind of think I'm obsessed with that red moon. I already like really love the moon. I'm kind of obsessed with the moon. I like everything moon. But seeing that red moon for the first time, well, I mean, it's called the blood moon, but I'm calling it the red moon because that's what it looked like, the red moon. And I couldn't get actual good footage of it, like camera footage or a good picture. I tried, but I don't know, maybe I need like a professional camera. But just seeing it for myself, it was pretty cool. It was awesome. And I read somewhere that we won't have another until December the 31st, 2028. But then I also read somewhere else that we won't have another until June the 25th through the 26th of 2029. So y'all tell me which one is true. I read somewhere that it happens between 1 to 3 years, every 1 to 3 years, depending on where you are. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm back on with you guys because I wanted to do a spell during this time, the full moon, during this blood moon. Usually you do manifestation work around the full moon, but this is a different full moon. So it's not really for manifestation work. It's more for, I'd say, like reflection, shadow work, transformation, or releasing in that area, instead of like the manifestation work. So I wanted to do a banishing spell, not to banish someone in particular, but to banish negativity, because I want this to be a year of positivity for me. No negativity. The last few years, of course, like, life happens, so of course you're gonna feel negative, but I don't want that for this year. And during this blood moon, because I know it should boost my spell, I want to do a banishing negativity spell. I need this year to be full of positivity, not just negative things happening to me. Of course, I want to banish that, but I want to banish the negative people that are around me or that I have to sometimes deal with. I just want to remove all of that. I want to remove negativity and keep negative things from happening to me. I want to remove negative people and remove them from being around me where I don't have to be around negative people. And also my thoughts, like how I feel sometimes, or my thoughts, because they are negative sometimes. So I want to banish that. I want to release that. And I just, I want to be clear. I want to be clear and I want to be positive. So we're doing a banishing spell. And for starters, we want to go over the ingredients. I do want to mention first salt. I had salt and I just sprinkled that around my area, so I made a small circle. I already did that, so I'm not going to show you that. But black pepper, and then I put it all together. I mixed it together in this because I'm coming outside, so I didn't want to have to carry a lot of stuff. But sage, rosemary, and thyme all in here. Bay leaf, a black candle. It's a taper candle. And uncrossing oil. I'm using uncrossing oil because I don't have banishing oil. And I started to grab my spellbreaker oil and use that because I really want to make sure we get this negativity out of here. And I used rose water earlier during my meditation and while I was scrying because it raises your vibrations. And we had that blood moon going, so I just was trying to get that going. And for crystals, we have selenite, clear quartz, and I love this selenite tower. I just got this when I went to New Orleans for Fat Tuesday. I got this and I love it, and I have a selenite. It's like a candle holder kind of, so it's not as tall as this. I think it goes to like right here, but it has like, you put the what kind of candles are those? The tea light candles in those. It's really, and it kind of glows at the top. Love it. Anyway, clear quartz, black obsidian, and here's another black obsidian. This is pointed, and that's just tumbled, and black tourmaline. And earlier, just a random tangent, I made a scrying mirror. Is it cute? Do you guys like it? These are bows, and I just put them on there to go with the vibes, because I had like black candles going and red candles going, so I was already gonna paint this black, and then this was green and I painted it black. So then I already had these little clip-on roses and I put those on. Okay, and to start the spell, you want to cleanse your area. So sage, which I already did that, and I also did some Palo Santo, and I have my full moon incense going. It'd been awesome if I had a blood moon incense, huh? Okay, but to start, okay, and grab my candle. You want it to be black because black is for banishing, but you could also use gray or white. I'm pretty sure white is universal for everything, but black is good for banishing. And I use this. I don't know why this is my designated tool for writing on my candles, but yeah, this is what I use this for now. It's a old pocket knife that my grandma had, and I found it and picked it up and just started using it for my witchy stuff. So you're gonna write on this candle, I release negativity, I banish negativity. So right. Banish negativity. Okay, and then you want to safely, please, put your little writing gadget up. Grab this uncrossing oil. Try not to make a mess. And want to put this all over the candle. And add a little to me too. Okay, and with the oil added to the candle, we then want to add our pepper, black pepper. I always forget to melt the candle into the wax burner before I get to going. And when I say always, I do mean always. Which then makes it harder because I've already slapped pepper down. So it's not gonna want to stick. Righty, once you fix your mistakes, now we want to add the thyme, sage, and rosemary. And we're outside and the wind is blowing a little bit. So I'm making a mess, and good thing we're outside. I like to make a little circle. And the whole time you're putting your ingredients in, you're setting your intentions. I'm not saying it out loud, but I am saying in my head what I'm expecting each ingredient to do for my spell. working candle went out due to the wind, so I'm gonna light that back up. And set your intentions and look at the candle before you light it. Focus on your intentions, on removing negativity. My working candle is about to go out, which means I shouldn't light my spell candle up yet. Don't break my concentration. Release negativity. And you do want to hold on to those intentions for a little while, looking at the flames, imagining all of that negativity just blowing away. Up in smoke, burning away. While still in that state of mind, you want to grab your bay leaf and a pen or a marker, not a pencil, because this is permanent. You want it to happen. And I'm not sure, will a pencil write on a bay leaf? Here, you want to write, if there is a specific negative thing that you want to go away, then you want to write that on the bay leaf. You can write all negativity, negative thoughts. You write what you feel, what it is that you want to banish. So I'm going to write what I want. And the wind is blowing. Once you have it written down, then you want to burn your bay leaf. I'm sorry if you guys can't see it. I didn't want my candle to blow out because of the wind. And yes, I like to make sure the whole thing burns. And you just sit here in your intentions. Hoping the wind doesn't blow out your candle. But you sit in your intentions and you think about what you're banishing, how you will feel once it's gone, the weight, the weightlessness, how it feels, all that negativity leaving. I hope you guys try this spell and let me know how it worked out for you. I'm going to sit here and fight the winds for a little while longer. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you.